Welcome back to the Grand Solar Minimum channel. Today is Monday, March 25th, 2019. Looking at our solar wind speeds, right now it's at a 325.5 kilometers per second with a density of 8.8. Looking at our sun, we still see AR 2736. It is crackling with minor B-class solar flares. Sunspot number 14, and our days without sunspots remains at 53 for 2019. Our KP indices are sitting at a 1 with a 24-hour max of 2. Taking a look at our TSI readings for March 16th, 2019, TSI came in at 1360.7287. And taking a look at the SDO in motion, we do have some coronal holes that we are monitoring, but right now nothing too major. There will be some solar wind increases by March 27th, 2019, but nothing geomagnetic is expected. Now, we did receive the impact of the CME. The coronal mass ejection hit Earth's magnetic field on March 24th. The impact was weak and it did not spark geomagnetic storm as expected. But however, we did see some impressive thunderstorms in Texas on March 23rd and 24th. Check this out. Severe thunderstorms hit parts of southern United States on the 23rd and 24th of 2019, producing large hail, damaging winds, and at least one tornado. The worst affected Sunday night was Collin County, Texas, where a round of severe storms moved through the area, producing baseball-sized hail. Residents said the hailstorm resembled a snowstorm. The tornado was reported in Cadet, Missouri, just south of St. Louis, but the damage it left was minor. According to AccuWeather meteorologist Frank Strait, the storm that spawned the tornado caused a number of reports of golf ball-sized or larger hail. The largest was reported at 2.5 inches, nearly baseball-sized, said Strait. Baseball-sized hail was also reported in LaFleur, Oklahoma. Wind and hail damage was also reported south and northwest of St. Louis in western Arkansas and eastern Oklahoma and North Texas. And now here's Mari.
Thank you, Jake. The Midwest and South face potentially unprecedented flooding through May, according to NOAA. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration released its spring outlook on Thursday, stating that nearly 2/3 of the lower 48 states face an elevated risk of flooding through May, with the potential for more or moderate flooding in 25 states.
The upper Mississippi and Red River of the North basins have received widespread rain and snow this spring, up to 200% of normal.
Ed Clark, the director of NOAA's National Weather Center in Tuscaloosa, said the extensive flooding they've seen in the past 2 weeks will continue through May and become more dire and may worsen in the coming weeks as water flows downstream. Thousands were forced from their homes in Nebraska, Iowa, and Missouri as water broke through and poured over levees in the region. The damage is now estimated at $3 billion, and that figure is expected to rise. We'll keep you updated. In other news, Cyclone Veronica brings destructive winds and rains that lash Australia. A second cyclone within 48 hours has brought destructive winds and torrential rains to coastal regions of Australia. Cyclone Veronica lingered about 95 kilometers at 60 miles off the nation's northwest coast on Monday. Despite no longer being expected to make landfall, the Category 2 system is moving slowly and has prompted warnings for locals to remain indoors. Cyclone Trevor, a Category 4, hit the Northern Territory on Saturday. Heavy rain and large waves whipped up by Cyclone Veronica threatened to cause widespread flooding in Western Australia. An area near Port Hedland was enduring gale force winds of more than 120 kilometers per hour. Similar conditions affected the Northern Territory on Saturday when Cyclone Trevor made landfall in Western Australia. The strong winds snapped trees and caused minor power outages, but there were no immediate reports of injury. Cyclone Veronica was a Category 4 before it was downgraded this weekend. Meteorologist Steph Bond told the BBC it's really quite unusual for two cyclones to happen at the same time, particularly two very strong systems, adding it had only happened twice in Australia's history. She attributed the timing to a climate phenomenon known as the Madden-Julian oscillation, creating favorable conditions for the summer storms. Cyclone Trevor also brought down trees and power lines after making landfall as a Category 4 system. Authorities said it has caused no major injuries or significant damage to infrastructure, following the region's biggest evacuation effort in nearly 50 years. Thousands of people in remote communities relocated to regional centers ahead of the storm. Some of them began to return home today. We will be back with our solar update tomorrow and on longer for our live show Tuesday night. Thank you for tuning in to GSM. Please like and share.